Hello, Brother Charles. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. We'll get started in just a few minutes. All right, we'll get started at 7:04. This is lesson 2. Let's do a little housekeeping because people have been leaving feeling like I overlooked them. The chat thread's going really fast. So you have a Q&A button. The only way I'll be sure to answer your question before we leave here is if you put it in the Q&A. Otherwise, it's just a try-for thing for me, and I'll do my best. It's hard to stop mid-sentence though once we get into this. So click the Q&A for Deandra because I caught the question. Where can I find Borden fat-free? I don't know. Fat-free cheese is becoming harder because people have been scared off from it for no reason. But fat-free cheese, you can find the Kroger brand, you can find Laura Lynn sometimes, any fat-free cheese. If you can't find that, then you're relegated to reduced. Kroger has a fat-free, if you can find it. It's a category 1 or a condiment, or you can use Sargento reduced fat cheese as a condiment or category 4. Rebecca Hockenberry says in the Great Value brand. Thanks, Rebecca. Very, very good to know because it is getting harder to find. But any fat-free cheese, all the ones that I've ever found, category 1. Now, people are going to tell you, I can't help but throw this in there because you have people watching, they go, he's talking about unclean stuff. So we're trying to lose body fat here. I don't care if you hug trees and chase free-roaming chickens or if you buy fat-free cheese, whatever you got to do to get the excess body fat off, and then we can be clean as a whistle. But we want to get that, and fat-free cheese is not that bad for you, okay? It's so negligible. A few questions before we get into it. I'm so tired is this common. I'm exhausted right now. So it's usually for me, it's a lack of sleep. It's a lack of supplementation. It's operating on low calories. If it's a low calorie issue, your body will soon tap into fat and you'll have more energy surge from that. Carbohydrate and withdrawal symptoms will make you tired. So you might be mentally and emotionally drained from trying to change. That can be it too. Anxiousness. Anxiety takes energy, depletes your energy. Accepting life as it is and accepting that we're going to do this, that we're going to finish it without negotiation, just that will give you some energy back. When appropriate, could you talk about becoming a member to get the Vitality products? This is from, I won't say the whole, but Audrey. If you could either email me or look for Lisa to post the link here in a moment, Audrey, all you have to do is complete this form and me or mom will get with you. Geraldine just posted it over there in the thread. It says the Wellness Company. Happy to get with you on those best of class products. Or you can email me at Travis Jack. Is reduced fat cheese better than fat-free? No, not for weight loss. Once you get into maintenance, it is better. Thank you, Audrey. Once you get into maintenance, Sargento reduced fat is a very high quality cheese if you're doing cheese at all, but you have to use it as a category 4 or a condiment. For weight loss, the fat-free is the best because you're going to save some calories and get some protein. All right, that's all the Q&A right now. Keep loading up the Q&A. We'll get to it at the end. I want to show you something before we look at results. We're about to look at results, and we're going to look at the meal plans, and then we're going to look at the lesson tonight. This lesson that I'm teaching, if you're planning on being a mentor, you will have the same materials. You'll have the same materials that I'm going over tonight for your church class, for your community class, etc. Okay, so you might want to pay attention. Ken, hey Ken, I just seen your email again. I have been just swamped. Plus, I'm working a second job, so appreciate that. I am committed to getting you back a reply. Uh, how do we deal with hangry? Acceptance. Acceptance of the situation and what you really want to achieve. I just talked to Beth Lane about this. Acceptance of life and how life is. We can't have both. We can't have the fat loss and have what we want to eat and feel the way we want to feel. You have to embrace. That's right, Brother Charles said, embrace the growl. That's a fun way to say it, and it will deplete. It will diminish over time. The reason we get hangry is not that we need more food, Brother Tom. Tom knows this. I'm just saying his name because I know he'll amen me. It's not more food that you're needing. You're eating for the size that you want to be. When I was 300 pounds, I had to eat for the size I wanted to be, 200 pounds. And 300-pound Travis was not happy. Do you hear me, Ken? Do you hear me, everybody? 300-pound Travis was not happy. But 200-pound Travis was. 200-pound Travis was fine. It was just 100 extra pounds that had to go. So I made a decision that no matter what, I'm getting rid of this because it's hard to lose weight, but it's harder being overweight. I'm done with this. Food, been there, done that. I'm moving on. It's going to take 6 months and I'm going to do it. No negotiation. I've drawn my line in the sand. I'm not playing with it anymore. I'm changing and I accept what I got to do to change. If you're not careful, as soon as you drop 10, 15, 20 pounds, you'll get cocky. You get cocky. It ain't hurting as bad. I think I'll go back and have some more. That's like the woman coming out of Sodom and Gomorrah and she looks back and she turns into a pillar of salt. I wrote down my goal and you can ask my mom. She's here. I'm a mama's boy. Somebody called me a mama's boy the other day. They said, you're a spineless mama's boy. That's right. I love my mama. I listen to my mama. She won't ever forsake me. Everybody else forsake me, but my mama won't, so I listen. My mama will tell you, I sound like Bobby Boucher. Mama, I ain't watched that in a long time, but I watched it before. Mama say this, mama say that. So I learned at 54, listen to your mama. She knows who's a bad girl, who's a good girl, all that stuff. You should listen to your mama. So anyway, listen, I'm being silly. Okay? When I said I'm going yonder, I meant it. I would ask her. I would have chewed my own arm off to lose weight when I decided. I bet Ken's that way. I bet every man here's that way. And there's some women here that way. You know that you're only a real solid decision away from getting this done. Then the only thing that separates you from your goal is a little bit of time. I would have chewed my own leg off to lose weight because I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So listen, everyone. Beth, listen. I accepted what I had to do to get what I want. If I want, my Jeep's broke down. If I want something that's better, I've got to come up with the money. I've got to save the money to go exchange the money for what I want. Are y'all with me? Now, if I don't save enough, I'll have another ride that's a 2008 model. Are you with me? And it's liable to break down a month later. Are you with me? If I want to lose 10 pounds, I got to pay the price. If I want to lose 100, I got to pay the price. But here's the only way. The brother said he's suffering. Hangry means suffering. Yes? You're suffering. Why do people suffer? Because they don't accept life as it is right now and make the best of it. I suffer like there for a while. Have y'all ever seen? I'm in a good mood. Can we go with it? I'm gonna teach you the lesson. Can we go with it? Has anybody ever seen Rocky 1? Has anybody ever seen Rocky 1? There's a scene where he's going to get to fight the champ, and Mickey hadn't had anything to do with Rocky. He's not had anything to do with him. And now he hears that Rocky, the club fighter, is going to get to fight the champ. And he goes to Rocky's, he's got the two little turtles, the cuff and the link, and his house is a mess. You know that scene? He's got on the wife beater t-shirt, and Mickey's up there. You got a chance to fight the champ. You got a chance to lose 100 pounds and keep it off forever, Ken. You need a trainer. You need somebody to train you. For other than the last few months, about the last year of my life, I was Rocky, right? And what I mean by that, Rocky looks at him and said, where was you? Where was you when I needed you? Now you come up here. He starts hitting the wall. That's hangry right there. Hitting the wall. And go, it stinks in here. It stinks in here. And then he goes out and he asks Mickey for help. But listen, men, women, the principles are all the same. I can't help you. In fact, you will end up figuring out some way to blame it on me if you quit. Guaranteed. I'm Mickey. You come in here and you said you're ready. Where was you, Travis, when I needed you? Well, I'm here now because you said you're ready. But here's what happens. You go, this is hard. Ugh, stinks in here. Ah. At some point, you've got to decide, I accept what I got to do to fix this. And I'm going to be hangry, and I'm going to do what Charles said. I'm going to rub my belly and go, growl on. I ain't giving you nothing. I accept it. Because what we're doing is trying to cope. We don't need the food. We don't need the food. We're trying to cope. I couldn't tell you this if I hadn't been there. You're trying to cope with anxiousness, boredom, all these other things. You're in a moment, in a feeling. You don't like the feeling. You don't want to deal with the feeling. If you're lonesome, you don't want to deal with the lonesomeness. If you're bored, you don't want to deal with the boredom. If you're stressed, you don't want to deal with the stress. If you eat and now you still got a growl in the tummy, you don't want to deal with that. So you look for an escape. How about just going, I don't care. You got it, Brother Ken. You got it. I'm here because I've been there. And I'm telling you, got it, but you accept it. Ladies, accept it. What my husband eats around me, accept it and accept that you ain't going to eat it. I hear more ladies, it's time to get on the ladies. I hear more ladies, if my husband would do it with me, but he tempts me. He's got food all around me. He don't support me, Brother Travis. I hear it all the time. And I go, I'm so sorry that he don't support you. What I really want to say is, it stinks in here. It stinks in here. Fix it. Focus on what you can have, not on what you can't have. Amen. Amen. Jennifer says, we're more than conquerors. You know why you're more than a conqueror? If you zoom out, when you're in doubt, you'll see this. Christ done raised you from the dead. Do you know that? And by the way, I'll get on with the lesson. You've already dealt with the hardest thing you'll ever have to deal with. God gave me this in church yesterday. Lord, let me preach a little while, Mama. And the Lord I said, I've been through so much, they won't ever want to hear me again. And they done get me going. And they blessed me, and the Lord, he just blessed us all. He just blessed us all. And let me tell you, here's what he told me. I was like, where'd this come from? Must be coming from heaven. I done been through the hardest thing I'll ever go through. My life is cake now. I went through birth. I didn't choose to be born, and I ain't going to get to choose when and how I die, girl. But I've got my time salvation, and I gave my heart and life to Jesus Christ, and I entrust him with it, and I've done been resurrected. You might see my spots, but he don't see them. You might see my love handles, but he don't see them. I'm on my way to glory. I'm on my way. If I go in the Walmart, he goes before me. If I go in the Walmart, he goes behind me. If I go into Walgreens, he's on my left side. If I go into Eckerd's, he's on my right. He's with me in the Dollar General. I'm going up to heaven. Are you going with me? But you ain't got to wait on heaven. You can start enjoying it right now by accepting life and accepting it as it is. Let me show you why the program works. Check this out. Are you having fun tonight? Waiting on the trumpet. Oh, woo! This world ain't got nothing for me. They talking about the halftime show at the Super Bowl. I could care less about none of that. I got music playing in my heart and in my soul right now. When the saints go marching in, enjoy your time salvation. Don't worry about tomorrow. Look at this. This is my my continuous glucose monitor. See this dark blue? This is what the program will do for you. See this? This is from 3:15 a.m. and I didn't have enough room or I would have put it up until now. 3:15 3:15 a.m. through 5:45. Here's what I've eaten today. Are y'all ready? Let me show you the effectiveness of the program. When I'm between these lines here, I'm in efficient fat burning mode with my insulin levels as long as I'm in a calorie deficit. Does everybody catch that? This is critical before we talk about the shield. My blood sugar used to run 180, 200 points. I didn't have to eat nothing, and my blood sugar 180, 200. Had to be on meds. No meds no more. Do y'all see? Other than dipping too low, I stayed in the zone for hours and hours and hours and in a calorie deficit. When my blood sugar dropped, I got up, I had a little eating episode. Here's what I had, and I maintained perfect blood sugar. Thanks to be to God. I had a GC control shake for breakfast, a GC control shake for lunch, and I had hamburger steak and fried and breaded okra with the right breading for dinner. And I want you to look at my blood sugar. You tell me that this don't work. Isn't that beautiful, Nalida? Look at that beautiful chart. Travis, I don't have one of them. Don't matter. If you'll do what I tell you, yours will go lower too. Isn't that beautiful? And I took my berberine twice today. I did everything I was supposed to but exercise, and before I go to bed, I'm going to get in my treadmill. Beautiful, isn't it? The program works. You just have to follow it. Give it time. Don't look at the scales every day. All right, so let's go to I Am Faithfully Fit and look at our resources, and then we'll get right into the lesson. Big shout out. Check out the results. Everybody, big round of applause. Big round of applause. Paulette, 16.6 in 1 week. Susie 10.1, Charles 10, Danita 10, Tina 9.7, WB 9.7, and Tina's already lost 54. Banana 9.4. Ken, look at Ken. Boy, Ken, you got a reason to embrace the growl, brother. 9 pounds. Way to get the water off, the glucose, some fat. R. Jones 8.8, JR 8.8. Check out percent of body weight lost. WB, she is only 6th on this chart, but she's number 1 on the percent of body weight lost. Great job. This chart matters even more. Tina, 6.2. Banana, 5.8 in 1 week. M. Young, 4.9. Susie, 4.6. Paulette, 4.5. Angela, 4.3. JR, 4.3. Danita, 4. Lacey, 3.9. Lots of steps for Pam, for Karen. Killing it. Coach, good job, everybody. Mom, look at all these. Bryant's getting in on the fun. Look at all these great exercise. Nancy, 10,000 repetitions. Janice, 5,000 repetitions. Nancy, 52 battles won. Janice, 31 battles won. Coach, 23 battles won. Look at these numbers. Great job, everybody. Do not stop. Now, if you lost 10 last week, are you going to lose that much this week? No, but what you lose will be better. Almost everything you lose this week will be this. Way to go, Judy. Wouldn't you rather be losing this than water? Keep it up. Keep it up. Great job, everybody. Great job. I'm going to go into the challenge, refresh your memory on where to find your resources. Go to resources. And now I've got all my resources here. I've got my approved foods, my downloadable files. We've got our meal plans. Okay, I'm going to pause before we get to the week 2 meal plan. This has been an issue. Question. Week 1 meal plan. Was there plenty of food on it? Like you could do it for 8 weeks if you had to, right? So now we're getting into going around the world. Don't give out our materials unless people are coming to class. If they're not in class, don't give it out. It's free. It's not that I don't want, but they'll think it don't work because they don't understand it. So you had the big meal plan, and we're having our true or false for the challenge. We can have 4 eating episodes a day. Good. True or false for the challenge, we can have 2 approved meals and 1 approved snack. Yeah, 3 or less eating episodes. Okay. True or false? We need to try to have a 12 to 16 hour fast where we don't do anything but drink water or approved beverages. There we go. Good job. True or false? It's mandatory that you get 10,000 steps a day. False. True or false? It's highly recommended that you get your butt out there and cure stage 4 couch potato disease. There we go. All right. So that meal plan, you can have it, use it all throughout. Now we're getting into meal ideas and we're going around the world. We start this week with our vegan meal plan. We're going to discuss it before we finish up with the lesson. We're going to discuss it. You can incorporate any of these meal ideas. If you're vegan, I've done my best with it. I'm not a vegan, but I give you some meal ideas. You don't have to use the vegan meal plan. If you want to do two meals from the other one and then 1 vegan meal, you can do that. If you want to stick strictly to this, you can do it. We can make some modifications tonight. Next week, I'm giving you Mediterranean meal ideas. The next week, Italian meal ideas. We're going around the world. Thousands of dollars of value literally in this course. I'm going to take you all around the world, Chinese and Thai one week. I'm going to show you how versatile this is and why you don't need drugs. All we got to do is control that insulin. I think somebody's got their hand up. Let me see. It says Darnell's hand's up, but I don't see a question or anything. We'll do Indian. I like Indian food. It makes my head sweat. I just drip. I like it hot. I like that Indian food hot. Okay. So let's take a look at our vegan meal plan. Got 15 meal ideas. Do not look at, we're going to go back and fix this, Adriana. Do not look at, I do disagree with Adriana on one point though. I'll get into that. Do not look at the macros. Look at the ingredients. I went back and looked at all these. I think it may not have been Adriana. I don't want to throw her under the bus. She's sweet. Someone said to me, it's not going to be filling enough. Make the recipe and then put it on your portion plate. Well, it's only 150 calories. That's enough. We got enough protein. Where we can get enough protein to preserve muscle in the least number of calories, that's where we really blow torch the fat. Now, if you feel that you need more portion because it wasn't filling enough, fit some more on the plate. I know some of them, Adriana, but I'm assuming you're not going to do that same eating episode all 3 meals. So what I want you to do, here's the addendum to it. If you're eating the ones that are extremely low protein every eating episode, add some additional protein to it, or have you a vegan shake with it or after it. Here's what I want you to make sure you do throughout the day if you're a vegan. I want you to at least get 60 grams of protein a day to preserve your muscle. So if you're doing the ones really light on protein, it may be an issue, and I agree. So let's say you're getting 25, 30 grams, get you a good protein shake in, pea protein or some other vegan shake. Can you do that? I'm not worried about the calories, Adriana. You need to keep them low, but we need to get the protein up to 60. So let's think through about how you can get some additional protein, and you supplement with protein if you feel that you're not getting enough protein. I'm not a vegan. I know I have work to do. You can probably offer some suggestions tonight, and then I'll probably make the modification for you. You can get the protein up and make it more filling. I don't want you to have more of the carbs though. Does that make sense? We'll work on it together right now. So let's all look. Here we've got chia seeds, unsweetened almond milk. Got a little protein from chia, a little protein from the almond, not much. But you got a scoop of a plant-based protein powder. You could use Orgain here too. Orgain. I like the ProFlex P. It tastes pretty good. Cinnamon, liquid stevia, vanilla extract. So we got a protein chia pudding. Now, I did hear from my vegans that they didn't like these. I would say the majority of the ones that's doing vegan said, this is not how I do vegan. So let's have a discussion for my enlightenment and everybody else's as we go through it. Tofu scramble, we've got tofu, spinach, mushrooms, turmeric, black salt, black pepper. So let's pause here. This one probably, I don't believe that's 24 grams of protein. But anyway, let's pause there. So far, we've went through 2. Is there something that y'all want to add to that while Geraldine's listening? Adriana, you've been doing this a while. If you have some suggestions on getting that up, you want to add extra tofu, you want to add some hemp flakes, hemp hearts, I'm good with that. Or you can just have an extra shake for the day. Add the extra tofu. Geraldine, I don't know how hard it is. It may not be worth the effort, but how about adding 6 to 8 ounces of tofu? Could you do that? And update this. I don't know how difficult that is to do. That looks good though to me. That looks really good. I would probably add some hemp flakes or something too. We've got a hemp heart smoothie. a scoop of the plant-based protein. We're going to get enough protein right there. Then we're adding hemp hearts. Coconut flour pancakes. We got coconut flour, flax meal, got our powder in there again, getting plenty of protein here. You can use a regular approved condiment if you want to use, I guess if you're vegan, you don't do honey. So you might have to offer some suggestions there. I'm still getting acclimated to the vegans. We got more and more vegans coming into the program. Then you got tempeh breakfast wrap. You could also use Bob's Red Meal TVP and jack that protein up. You can make that TVP taste just like meat if you season it right and grind it up a little. You don't even really have to grind it up, and it's almost like ground beef. A small low-carb tortilla, shredded zucchini, some nutritional. There's no way that's 28 grams of protein, though, Geraldine. No way. Harmony has miscalculated that. We'll have to watch it better. What could you do here, Adriana? Would you add more tempeh? Could you add more tempeh? Am I even pronouncing that darn word right? Okay. What would we do? 6 ounces? Would that make it too grainy? Let's add 6 ounces of tempeh. Then we got lunch recipes, lentil and kale soup. I love TVP. Lentil and kale soup. Here's a good one. Lentils. We're rocking here. Lentils, vegetables, kale. This would be something I would do, and I'm not a vegan. That's delicious. Light, refreshing. That's good. Good for regularity. You could do black beans there. Absolutely. Black beans. Zucchini noodles with edamame and hemp hearts. Not enough hemp hearts. Geraldine, add the hemp hearts. Let's add three tablespoons of hemp hearts. We need to retrain Harmony a little bit on this vegan stuff. Spaghetti squash with vegan pesto and tofu. You could also use Explore Cuisine here and jack that protein up, Adriana. The black bean pasta, the mung bean. Here's an Explore Cuisine pasta recipe. I would do this one, and I'm not a vegan. Greek yogurt-based dip. Some cucumbers to dip in there. Low-fat cottage cheese recipe. Hemp heart-based recipe. Hemp hearts, quinoa. Quinoa is high in protein, so are hemp hearts. Let's add 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts here. Vegan burgers. Not the kind that you buy at the grocery store, because that stuff's deadly. Avocado toast, one of my favorites anyway. I love avocado toast. Vegan mac and cheese using Explore Cuisine. They don't have elbow pasta. And Fiber Gourmet, I don't think is vegan. So here you would just have to pick out an Explore Cuisine shape of pasta that you like. That picture's not representative of it. It says Explore Cuisine chickpea or black bean pasta, but it wouldn't look like the mac and cheese. We didn't have a picture to represent everything. Vegan tacos, you could use TVP here. Textured vegetable protein, tempeh, either one of those. A vegan Buddha bowl. I'm not saying I love the name of it, but that's what it's called, and I've done this, and it's delicious. Quinoa, I love chickpeas. I like this one. Vegan stir fry. Tofu and cauliflower rice. Vegan chili. Vegan pizza. A vegan smoothie bowl. More Explore Cuisine. So it just keeps going, okay? We modified all the shake recipes, a lot more than 15. We modified all the shake recipes too, so that you could use a vegan powder instead of GC Control or Beverly. Any questions about that? Any additions that our vegan tribe want? Remember, yes, we want flavorful food, but we want to operate in a calorie deficit and insulin control. The meal ideas are to help control insulin. Everybody good? All those recipes are in your I Am Faithfully Fit library and right where I just showed it in the resources for the challenge. And they've been emailed. You cannot put too much seasoning. Season to taste. So, vegan, there's a misconception that I don't think that's good. It's good if you're using whole foods. Thank you, Sue. It's not good if you're using the inner aisle stuff that says vegan, the stuff that says gluten free. All that's mess. We want whole foods. Does that make sense? That vegan stuff that's processed is deadly. Stay away from it. Instead of death by 1,000 cuts, it's death by only 100 cuts. Okay, let's do the lesson. First of all, the book. I'm teaching out of the book tonight, the faith-driven book. Has anybody liked the book? We've got some good reviews on it. Anybody new to the book? You've got your story in here. You've got the lessons. You've got the formulas. If you haven't got the book, please consider it. Thank y'all all for the good reviews. This is how we do what we do. We don't get to do it if we don't have funds. And we put our heart and soul into the book. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Please get the book. Please. Thank y'all. Thank you for the kind comments. Now we're going to go through the lesson that comes out of the book. Tonight's lesson. I did my best with the PowerPoint. The girls will get hold of it for our mentors and do a better job on it. I did what I could do. I had to help out today. Okay. We are, if you want to follow along in the book, we're on page, we taught weight loss expectations last week. Today we're on page 275. A lot of this will be familiar and then we get into new stuff. Page 275 through 281. 275 through pages 281. Our program is faith-based. Thank y'all, everybody. Thank you. Our program is faith-based. When I started the program, I left the doctor's office, Dr. Brad Ward, God rest his soul. I left Dr. Ward's office that day. When I went into his office that day, I don't know if y'all believe in stuff like this, but the Lord is my witness. It's all true. To my perception, it's true. I went to Dr. Ward after 10 years of battling severe acid reflux, so much so I had to take a cup with me everywhere I went. People thought I chewed tobacco. I've never touched tobacco. Food come up day and night. High blood pressure, off the charts, several medications, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol medication, prescribed me medication for depression, never took it. And I went into the doctor at 29, just had a second child, my wife and I. I was hitting over 300. I was wearing a size 44 pant. I still got the suit, my first suit after I was called to preach that my mama Martin bought me, size 44. It's in there now. I can fit my entire body in one leg of that suit now. I said, I got chest pains, doctor. He said, Travis, you gonna die. He said, did you do that low-fat diet I give you? I said, I tried, but I gained weight. He said, well, we need to do a stress test, and then we need to send you to somewhere and get a light run down in your throat because you're eroding your esophagus. I said, I don't want to do that. He said, you don't have to. You're going to die. He said, you're never going to see them babies grow up. Put me on a stress test. A few minutes later, he stopped it and said, we see abnormalities. I said, huh? I'm out of breath, but I'm not hurting. He said, there's abnormalities. He said, we're going to have to send you somewhere and get this checked out. I said, well, I don't want to. He said, well, do you want to die? The conversation was like that. I went and got in the car, scheduled to go have test run, and I called my mama on a bag phone. I had a bag phone. Anybody remember bag phones? I had a job that allowed for me to have a bag phone. I pulled over at Five Forks, right down the road. 5 roads converging into one in a rural area. And I pulled over on the side of the road and I was going to pray. But I called my mama. I said, Mama, Dr. Ward said, I'm going to die if I don't do something. She said, well, you need to. I said, huh? Something like that. And she said, son, you're a grown man. You have to take responsibility for yourself now. Boy, it made me mad. I said, this is all your fault. Something like this. It's your big bone genetics, fried okra, fried chicken. You always invite me up there after Natalie feeds me. And I come running up there and eat some more. I can't help it. Something like that. Well, Mama ended up kind of hanging up the phone on me. She's the only one that never hangs up on. And it wasn't her fault. It was my fault. Now, I opened my car door and I put one foot out on the road. I don't know why I did it that way. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I just wanted to get close to the ground. And I got down, half in, half out, in case the car come up behind me. And I started praying. And I said, Lord, I need help. I've had to do that a few times in my life. Has anybody done that besides me? And I said, I need help. I can't change. I want to change. Help me, Lord. And all of a sudden, he flipped my switch. And I come home and I said, I'm going to I know nutrition because I've studied it my whole life. I'm going to open up the Bible and get my answers. And I prayed and I opened up the Bible. And you know what I opened up to? Y'all don't believe this, do you? None of you do. None of you believes me. I opened it up and I said, where am I at? And it opened up and I was on the 3rd chapter of Revelation. And it said, I wish thou were cold or hot, but thou art lukewarm. Therefore I spew thee out of my mouth. And then it said, I'm going to open a door that nobody can shut. And I shut doors that nobody can open. And I went, that's it. I wasn't looking for a plan, but everything I knew converged with that verse. That's it. It's not my hog trough days that's getting me in trouble. It's all them lukewarm days with the hog trough days. Are y'all with me? That's right, Rebecca. Y'all with me? I got it. I'm like, oh my goodness. Watch this, y'all. I do this. People love this illustration. Let me show you the right illustration, y'all. This is just so lovely. Some of y'all may not have seen it. Watch this. Y'all may not have ever seen it. And this is it right here, y'all. Ken, everybody. If you have a willing and wanting heart, This will change your life right here. This is what's going to change it for you. This is what's going to change your life for you. All right. I just talk like that because it's fun. I really can talk plain English. So, look, before I got on the side of the road and prayed and cried out to God and opened my Bible, this was my lifestyle. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm living life. In fact, preacher brethren, we know that it's really just the present moment. Past, future don't exist, but we have time, this time's world that we're living in. We're eternal. He knew us before he's in mama's womb. We didn't choose when to be born. We ain't gonna choose when to die. But what we do with this time that we got, right? So we got time. And we're eating in time. This is Monday. I eating on Monday. So my old lifestyle, if my weight, not my weight, but yeah, my weight. If my weight was here, Monday and Tuesday, I'm busy. I'm not hog troughing it. I'm just not eating perfect. I'm not controlling insulin. I get up, maybe skip breakfast, and then at Shaw at lunchtime, I'd go to the Mexican restaurant and have a little Speedy Gonzales. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Have me a handful of chips dipped in a little salsa with the co-workers and eat my Speedy Gonzales. Sound familiar? Didn't want to miss out on a few chips, and it's just a little Speedy Gonzales. I didn't eat too much. And then for dinner, come in, may eat something approved like some kraut and weenies on the budget. But then get done and might have a bowl of ice cream. Still not too many calories. My weight isn't really going up because I wasn't overeating. And then we go to church on Wednesday night, and occasionally even on Wednesday night, I don't feel like cooking no dinner. Can we run over to the Shoney's? Get some of them fried shrimps? You do that, right? And then Friday, you've worked hard all week. Can we go out and you go to Longhorns or the Red Lobster and have a big old bucket of Cheddar Bay biscuit and you just hog trough it? Like that Kathy Bates in that movie Misery. I would hog trough it. And then here goes my weight. And then I'm doing okay and it's coming down a little bit. But then Saturday night, woo. And then on Sunday, woo. Does that look like anybody's weight and lifestyle? And then you do it again. Now watch this. Here, I had my lukewarm days and my hog trough days. Here's all I did to change my life. I pivoted. I adjusted these. I didn't get rid of the hog trough days. I don't have as many. 6 or 12. 6 in weight loss, 12 in maintenance. 12's a lot in maintenance. But here's what I could do 4 on and 3 off and never gain weight. Don't ever go back to lukewarm days. You get spewed out. So here I am, right? Now, after 2 days of perfect eating, I go into efficient fat burning mode. I'm going down, and then on the weekend, I might have a couple of hollow meals, and it goes up some. After 2 days, I get back in EFB, and it starts going down. I don't have too many holidays. Look at the difference if I do that all week. Look, that one little pivot. I didn't get rid of many of my hog trough days, but I got rid of them lukewarm days. Does that make a sense of? Does that make sense, y'all? All silliness aside. Hey, Joseph, that makes sense, don't it? Why would you not do that? All I had to do was give up the chips and go to the Mexican restaurant, take my own chips in and dip my double bites in salsa, had them in my survival kit or request chip. And then all I had to do is take my tortillas in and order 3 soft chicken tacos, throw away their shells, use one of my shells. That's all I had to do. Go to Chick-fil-A, order the grilled chicken nuggets and put them on a tortilla. Order a salad, put the grilled chicken nuggets on the salad. All I had to do is go to McDonald's, get the quarter pounder, throw away their bread, use my bread or no bread. It was a pivot. And today, I can fit in one leg of my old suit and I wear a size 32 in the pant. Hey, Gail, you remember when you first met me teaching the program? Am I even leaner today than I was then? I don't look like the same person. It just gets better, other than my face. But I live it. You have to live what I'm about to show you. Thank you, Anne Marie. Love you, sis. We base the program. I think this is why, despite all of my mess, the program has held on despite me. And I think it's because it's always tried to honor God. The bulletproof shield, everyone, is based upon the helmet of salvation. I'm not reading this, it's in my heart. The helmet of salvation, the bulletproof shield. We've got components. The helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, my loins girt about with the truth, my feet shod with the preparation of the gospel, and the sword of the Spirit. Is that 6 components? How many components do we have, experienced member? We have 6. This program has always strove, even in its weakness, to honor God. Every day we're devoted to eating unto the Lord. Whatever we eat, whatever we drink, we do it unto the Lord. We've turned our eating here into an act of worship. Does that make sense, everybody? Audrey, everyone? We've turned eating into something we do not for ourselves, but as an act of worship in the secret place of our heart. Understand the shield. The shield is the most holistic program and pathway I know of. The bulletproof shield starts with drinking your water. Next, journaling. If you bite it, you write it, or you're not having a perfect day. Food combinations to control insulin. You have to control insulin, or it's just water and waste and glucose fluctuations. Scales lie to you when you're not controlling insulin. Portion control. Let God be your portion. Eat up to 3 eating episodes a day or less. If you have to have a 4th, make it an approved snack for moments of mental weakness or freebies. Eat from a 6 to 8 inch plate or use the 2-hand rule or the calorie rule. Timing. Have a 12 to 16 hour fast where you have nothing in that fasting phase except for water and approved beverages that are near 0 calorie. And then bless the name of the Lord your God with thanksgiving. That's a perfect day. After 2 perfect days, we're in EFB. When you learn the advanced type days, you can get in EFB in 1 day. Nutrition is the most important part of the physiological change. It's not the most important part of change. Fixing what is broken on the inside is the most important part of change. But physiologically, we have to control insulin. We have to get in enough protein. The Bulletproof Shield will do that for you. You cannot overcome a bad diet with enough exercise or supplements or shots. You can't do it. It's not possible. Nutrients and supplementation affect and influence your mood, your energy levels, your metabolic processes. This is the bedrock of the physical changes going from a 44 to a 32. Daily habits matter. We have a streak chart, that weekly timing chart. You have to lock it down and rip off the knob. Anybody from Atlanta remember Z93? I was riding around. Melissa, I'd be riding around in my Camaro, my 1985 Camaro with the awesome sound system, cassette tape, and I'd push in Phil Collins because I wanted to be Don Johnson. And I'd put it in there and it would go, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. And then if I had the radio on, song would be playing and they'd go to a commercial and this voice would go, lock it down and rip off the knob, Z93. That's what we're doing here. You know, in that weekly timing chart, you see all that fire? KZ106. Was it Q94, Z93? Some good ones, wasn't there? KC, what was his name? The guy that did the top 40 or whatever? A lot of good stuff. So, once you see fire, every day that, Casey Kasem, every day that you see fire, you're getting deeper into that fat. I don't care what the scales say. If you're honest in your journal, every day of fire is like building up your metabolic fire. So lock it down and rip off now. Get those streaks. If you're serious about fat loss, you need to limit your hollow meals to 1 a week. That'll leave you 2 extra. That'll be 4 in a month. Shoot for 4 or less, and then you might hit 6 or less. Does that make sense what I just said? Make them hollow meals instead of hog trough days unless you got tons to lose. Then it won't matter. Create the perfect day. Learn how to do it and focus on what you can have and not on what you can't have. The Bulletproof Shield, simple. You got to get in your water. Minimum amount of water, 64 ounces. This will ensure proper hydration and support all your bodily functions. It allows for the right chemical conversations to go on so that you can lose fat. It plays a vital role in detoxification, metabolism. It prevents overeating. A lot of times you think you're hungry, you just need water. Staying hydrated helps maintain energy levels, and if you want to take it the extra step, get used to spring water like Pellegrino. You'll be more satisfied because of the minerals, the naturally occurring minerals in the water. Make sure you track your water intake. It's important. It's very important to keep a food journal so that you have a history. I know no great accomplished person that doesn't have a journal. Ben Franklin, Helen Keller, George Washington, Abe Lincoln. You could even go back that far. A ship captain has a log. Every business owner with a profitable business keeps inventory in and out. This is the temple of the Holy Ghost. But more importantly, it creates mindfulness and helps you figure out triggers. Don't journal on a perfect day and just put a big old X or not write everything down on a holiday. That's not helping. The best day, like the Kansas City Chiefs, got better last night because they got beat. They had no reason to get better because they've been winning everything. It's when we get beat that we can figure out what went wrong and improve. The Eagles won, but they didn't get better. There's no reason to get better. They're the champ. They'll try, but they won't have the same motivation, Paulette. But the Chiefs, they got more motivation to improve upon their game. That's what we do when we have holidays. Accountability, when you don't have anybody to motivate you daily, your journal is your best motivator. It will help you identify triggers and patterns. Travis finds out he's going down I-75, and instead of not being mindful about it, he pulls over, he gets Reese cups, and now he's mindful. He takes a picture of the Reese's, and then later he types it in his journal and says, why did I do that? That cost me 2 days of fat burning. Next time I will do a Health Smart peanut butter patty. It helps me identify void replacements, figure out what I'm feeling. Big deal. See you, Bryant. Activity for reflection. All right, food combinations do the following. Stabilize blood sugar. Make sure you get enough protein to preserve muscle. Helps get in fiber for fullness and to bind to bad fats and keep you regular. Healthy fats help control insulin like MCT oil instead of long-chain triglycerides. Cook everything in MCT if it calls for a cooking oil. Breakfast, you've got tons of examples, tons of example lunches and dinners. Here it says egg whites with spinach and avocado is an example breakfast that controls insulin. An example lunch, grilled chicken served with broccoli and MCT oil. Example dinner, salmon with rice, cauliflower, and ghee butter. All these, this was 3 eating episodes that were whole food and perfection and controls insulin and calories. Every one of these was almost exercise on a plate. Spend time on Wednesday and Sunday or 2 days that make sense to you to do a little planning. Even if you don't stick to your plan, by having a plan, you're more likely to stay true to it or close to it. Food combinations matter. Portion and timing. Portion control, you control that with a 6 to 8 inch plate or the 2-hand rule, put it over the whole food meal. If it's a meal replacement, you just have one meal replacement. Hamburger, one hamburger, hot dog, one hot dog that's approved. Sandwich, one sandwich that's approved. If it's whole food combination, 6 to 8 inch plate or the 2-hand rule or the calorie rule. Keep it less than 400 calories per eating episode. Practice portion control. Your stomach will shrink. You'll get full, be satisfied much quicker. Try to spread your meals out 4 to 6 hours, but if you can't do that, don't worry about it. Just stay within your eating episodes and get a 12 to 16 hour fast. That'll take care of it. If you will, while you're working so hard, start exercising. Best exercise for fat burning is stepping it up. Start stepping. It's the best calorie burn because you can get your heart rate up to the target heart rate zone. Not too high, not too low. Lock it down and burn 4% of 1 calorie with every step coming right out of your fat if you're controlling insulin. Walking's a good time to spend time with the Lord, the Bible on audiobook or some personal development book or just with nature. Have a God walk. Get focused on the present moment. Track your walking progress. Keep up with your steps. The more steps you get, the more fat burn, the easier it is to lose weight. Supplementation, you're missing out if you're not taking a good quality supplement that you absorb. I highly recommend, if you're serious about your health, the big 3. Number 1 is either peak performance, total health, or their budget-friendly vitality multivitamin, multi-mineral. It's $14.99 if you're a member. It's like $20 if you're not a member. I prefer the full kit. I take this every day. AM, PM packet, total health. Vitality's already in there, but a lot of other stuff's in here too. But if you don't want to do this, at least get that absorbable vitality multivitamin, multi-mineral. You can fill out that worksheet. Me or Mom will get with you, explain to you the shopping club and best of class products. That's number 1. Number 2, if you can do it, collagen boost. Collagen boost, category 1, category 3, bovine collagen. It's different than other collagen products because it signals to your body to produce more collagen as well. Has one of the most powerful antioxidants in it. Hair, nails, skin elasticity, bones, joints, helps reduction of cholesterol. They don't say that. I do. I believe it does that because it helps control inflammation, which helps control your body's output of bad cholesterol. That's my hypothesis on that. Lastly, everybody is trying to lose body fat should take berberine not just for blood sugar control, help with blood sugar control, but also for longevity. Berberine is nature's Ozempic. The key word is that little oligo. That's what separates it from other berberines. Oligo, absorption. That's the big three. You do that, you got this thing nailed. It's important if you're not doing peak performance, pick you up a good probiotic. They have Florify. It's already in peak performance, but take a good probiotic. Take action now. When's the right time to do the right thing? Right now. Sue, I'm going to leave that up to you on the vegan supplements. That's up to y'all. All the vegans, I love you to death, but I'm going to leave that up to y'all. I know that it's very important to you that you don't eat animals and you don't have animal byproducts. Find you a good one, probably Sun Foods or what is that, Garden of Eden or something like that. Make sure that you go that route, okay? Berberine is from the Wellness Company, Cindy, and you can fill out that form that the ladies keep giving. Geraldine, just give it again right there. It says the Wellness Company. We'll get you information. Our lesson summary. To lock it down and rip off the knob, we've got to drink our water, journal, food combined for insulin control, portion control for calorie control, timing, and bless the name of the Lord at all times. Morning prayer, evening prayer, and just be thankful, heart of gratitude. I'm going to answer some questions before I go. Did this help anybody tonight? Was that a good lesson? Did y'all enjoy it? Little long, but it was a lot. Lesson 3 next week, we'll look at Mediterranean meal ideas. I'll have another lesson for you. Invite people to come next round. We'll be doing this round again. Hopefully by then I have a mentor to sit with me and learn how to do it. Give old Travis some help. We'd like to see this material when we get it done and put it in a package, taught in every church, taught in every community group, every company, wherever people will let it be taught. That's what we're looking to do. Oh, I got you. Sorry about that, Sue. Not good for other vegans. Gotcha. Make exercise fun. Don't ever overdo it. Make it something you look forward to every day. Headed to Q&A. Got questions in Q&A, and we'll wrap it up going overtime with Q&A. Is it good to keep burning more calories than you eat? Always, until you get rid of all excess fat, and your assessment, your journal assessment says that there is no more excess fat, zero excess fat in your assessment, and then you can start increasing calories, quality calories. Peak performance upsets my tummies. I think it's timing. Make sure you have it with food. If you put it on an empty stomach until you get used to it, it'll make you nauseous. It's potent and powerful. Want to have AM packet with an eating episode, PM packet with an eating episode. Then it won't be as bad. Put it in the middle of your food. Travis, on Saturday, we spoke about cocoa ringa and health-wise for breakfast and lunch and red zone. Can I just do cocoa ringa only? I'm out of health-wise. You can. I sent out the Shibby Shop drop today. That's going to be added to the Perfect Day box. The Shibby Shop drop will easily allow for about 1 pound of fat loss a day until you get down to that last 15. If you want that plan, email me. I'll send it over to you. It's also in your members-only groups. Does that make sense, everybody? Shibby Shop drop. Two meal replacements like cocoa ringa per day, 1 whole food meal. If you stick to that plan, you will drop it like it's hot. Can you do berberine with Mounjaro? Please talk to your doctor. If I was doing Mounjaro, I would take berberine, but that's me. And your health's too important to me. It's more important to me than even my own safety. But I want you, if you're taking a medication, I can't answer medical questions. I can just say, I would, but I should consult my doctor, and you should too. For protein powder, what world what would be a good one for across the board? For protein powder? Oh, best across the board. I did GC Control today. Controls my appetite like a top. I'm about to get in the most shredded shape ever if I live long enough. And I use GC Control as a meal replacement. If you don't like it, Beverly UMP is the way to go. Is berberine okay with high blood pressure controlled? If your doctor hasn't heard of it, pray about it. It has no known negative side effects. I'll just put it that way. Shibby Shop Drop, email me, Barb, and I'll send it to you. It's also in the groups today, members only group. Look for my post with the PDF file, and you won't have to email me, but if you email me, I'll send it to you. Shibby Shop Drop, you consume two eating episodes or -2, -3 meal replacements, and one eating episode is a whole food meal idea. Lots of whole food meal ideas that are exercise on a plate. So it would look like get up for breakfast, hypothetically have a high protein hot chocolate. There's 12, 15 other options. For lunch, maybe a legendary sweet roll and a cup of coffee. And then for dinner, maybe a hamburger steak patty with some rice cauliflower. There's all kind of options, like 30, 40 options on there, that if your 3 eating episodes come from those, 2 of them being meal replacements, it's a good way to come back after a holiday. Oh, it doesn't open. Okay, so you'll have to email me then. TravisJack777@gmail.com, and I'll work through the evening. TravisJack777@gmail.com, and I'll work through the evening. I don't know why it's not opening. It did open for me. The PDF did. Travis, I need to switch from Shabola to Faithfully Fit. I'm a free lifetime member. How can I do this? The time has expired. The time has expired, Tracy. Send me an email. I'll see what I can do. Deadline was a week ago. I'm sorry, but I'll see what I can do to force it. It costs me about $50 every time I do it. So send me an email and I'll see what I can do to switch you over. Now you can get it for free now, but you wouldn't be able to move all your data. If you don't want to move your data, just go log in. If you want to move your data, then just email me, travisjack777@gmail.com. I will see what I can do. Members only groups, Audrey, if you are a Fast Track Lifetime member, I'm going to ask Geraldine to give you the link to that support group. It's called Fast Track 10, members only. If you're a subscriber, Audrey, then you go to I Am Faithfully Fit, members only. I'm going to get Geraldine to give you both links. Thank you, Jennifer. God bless you. Kelly said, y'all just sign up for the new website, please. I agree with Kelly. $10 a month is a small price to pay, but I know it's the principle of it for some of you. I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, we're going to give you the members only group links tonight. That's where we do all the support. Mom, Karen, and Vicky do a great job trying to help everybody. Tracy says she'll pay that. Yay! Kelly you got somebody to sign up. Thank you, Tracy. If you need to go, I understand. We'll close out in prayer in just a moment, just shoring all this up so nobody feels overlooked. So Geraldine just posted the Faithfully Fit members group, and she's going to post the Fast Track 10, and she's going to post where to sign up for the $10 a month. There's the Fast Track group. Watch for your class notes tomorrow in your promotion folder, spam folders. And Geraldine, would you give the one for the I Am Faithfully Fit Foundation program $10 a month? Barb, they said the PDF didn't work, so just email me. I'll send it to you. There's your Faithfully Fit plans. Thank you, Kelly Grimes, for giving me the courage to close the membership. We needed you, so I'm glad you did it. Calories in chicken breast and broccoli. If you really need to know, Rhonda, if you cook with MCT and it's chicken breast, you're probably only looking at 300 calories. 350 with MCT oil. Without MCT oil, about 250 if you control your portion. Everybody good? We answered 18 questions right there. Good job, everybody. Geraldine said she would repost that link tomorrow. Good deal. We need all the support. If you like the class, please support it. It will be gone. We're one of the few remaining that's the Boy Next Door program. So if you don't support it, we can't keep it. So thank y'all for the support. Don't forget the book. We need the book really helps, and I think you'll enjoy it and use it for years. Calorie count in Coco Ringa, you don't need to know the calories, but the calories is about 80. Just trust old Travis, but it's about 80 calories. We're not a calorie counting program, but I know some people are really into that, so I'll try to help. Coco Ring, about 80 calories, something like that. Yeah, so you've had 430. You could have had some more. You could have had more. Gail said, that's one reason I love it. I don't have to count calories. Me either. I only do that when I'm getting really close to goal and I got to aim small, miss small. Sharon's lost. How about a big round of applause for Sharon? She didn't update her weight until now. She said she lost 13. She is right. She's in number 2, I believe, second place. Good job. Shibby Shop drop. What you need to know, sis, about Shibby Shop? Email me or we'll send it out in class notes to everybody. Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. Y'all can do Shibby Shop drop. It's part of the challenge. I don't care. It's like the most extreme version of what I can put out. It's exercise on a plate all day. Thank you, Tracy. God bless you. Thank you. You go to a lot of people are going to Faithfully Fit. The name of the company is I Am faithfullyfit.com. I am faithfully fit. We're redefining ourselves, so we put that I am prefix on there. God said, I am that I am. And Jesus said, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life, I am the resurrection. Travis says, I am a child of God. I am faithfully fit. Thanks for joining us. We'll try to be a blessing to you. I know you'll be a blessing to us. We love y'all. I'm going to close it out in prayer. We got another question. Is it okay to have extra broccoli? As long as you're not stretching your stomach. It wouldn't hurt you. You're never going to look in the mirror and say, I got to back away from the broccoli. But we still want the stomach to come back in its natural state. But if you're going to stretch it with category 2 veggies. Good gracious, Tracy. I'm starting fresh. I lost 260 pounds on Shibboleth. Good grief. Way to go. Gosh. That's good to know. Let's kick some devil butt. Let's do it. You can do it. 140 more. You'll be a good gracious. You got this. If you do 140 more, you'll be the biggest loser ever on the program that we know about. We've got lost 260. You'll be the biggest loser we've ever had that has told us. That'd be awesome. You can do it. I'm going to close us out in prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord, our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Thank y'all so much. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. God bless. Yes. We are doing milestones. We just chewing. We will not quit on the milestones. You have my word. Milestone readings. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Gail. Thanks, everybody.